Hi, this is Sahara playing Avadon 3, the Warborn, and we are still under the Black Fortress in the dungeons. Now we're actually in the dungeons and not underneath. We did find Lorera, and then she disappeared after we told her that Redbeard was looking for her. It's like, well, why didn't she disappear before? Where did she even go? We don't even know where he's at. I don't know. I thought that was kind of strange. And I see, I thought I had leveled up, but I guess I forgot to, or I did, and then... Alright, I'm doing turrets, so... more than I am anything else. And... I need my... start bumping these up. Okay. So I remembered we had this key that we got from that dead body that was wrapped in silk. So now we can get into some of these places we couldn't get into before. So hopefully we won't be attacked on the way in. So pretty. Alright, so this is Emery. A prisoner with thick black hair and a full beard sits in a chair, vacantly staring at the wall. He is dressed in the hide armor typical of a Windolim rebel officer. He turns to you when you approach. Oddly, he seems happy to see you. I'm Emery. Am I free? Will you take me home? His expression is not normal, much too childlike. Why do you think I'm here to free you? He is confused by your question. She said I was done. He shudders slightly. No more questions. I should go home now. He gets up and walks towards the door. One of the nearby guards steps in his way and gently guides him back to his seat. Who questioned you? He is slow to answer you. The scary woman, Levon. First, I didn't want to talk. That made her mad. They laid me down and they whispered to me. Then I talked. She was happy with me after that. She was happy with me after. Still scary. She said I can go home soon. Are you here to take me? He gives you a look of hope and trust. Emery seems broken. He acts nothing like the proud and stoic Windolim rebels you've encountered. I'm sorry, I'm not here to take you home. Oh, goodbye then. He ignores you and goes back to staring at the wall. Okay, so was this a quest down the road? Why are you staring at the wall? Wall? I see no wall. It is my home, the Windolim. It's nice. You gaze at the damp, stained stone wall and wonder how anyone could see anything nice in it. Tell me about your home. He smiles at the wall. Big trees, lots of water for swimming. It's pretty. My mom is there. She makes the best roasts over the fire, and I have friends, I think. I want to go back. He sulks. But they won't let me leave even though her questions are done. So who questioned you? Okay. You'll go home when we're done with you, Rebel. Rebel? He giggles. That is silly. I'm no rebel. It's all just a game. He goes back to staring at the wall. Okay, so I have a feeling this is going to be a quest. Why are you happy to see me? I'm told the war is done. For sure, the war is done for this broken soldier. It's time to go home. Alright, this all keeps going the same direction. Are you alright? He smiles, making him look very childlike suddenly. Yes, the questions are done. I just want to go home. Alright, so it just goes over and over in the same loop-de-loop. So, nothing from him. But I bet he is going to be a quest. Anything in here? I can't remember which ones I was able to get to and which ones I couldn't before. I think I was able to get in this one. Yes, I was. This is one that costed. Is there someone in here? Prisoner of Avadon. They're just prisoners. I'm innocent! I'm here by mistake. Yeah, they all say that, don't they? Okay. How what I got into before? Is there any other doors here that this key opens? How about this one? Anyone in here? Prisoner, please help me. I forgot to look to see if there was anything on their floors. That one was already open. Alright, so hopefully this will take us to the caravan. The cavern. Duh. Oop, it is open now. Okay. Of course, we never got this far. I think this is like the 4th episode down here in this dungeon. It's so huge and there was just so many things. Yep, this is the way we couldn't get through before. Alright. Dungeon guard. This book is about the sick of Avadon. The sick of Avadon? Or the sack? The sack. It is the sack of Avadon. Okay. Alright, so let's see. Can we finally go somewhere and find that Infernal? Which I'm thinking is the Infernal from Avadon 2. That's my thought anyway. This nest was here last time. Okay. Well, it's nice they have chairs to sit on. I suppose that's what they're doing. It's supposed to be sitting, but since they have guards down here, you would assume there's not going to be any pesties running around. Oh, lockpick! Well, there's some more of those weird mushrooms that had spores on them in the corruption. I think this is, yep, I gotta go this way. Alright, that was the way in here. Fish? Yep. You kind of almost know anymore. Fish. I'm gonna come down here and look. Just mushrooms. Okay, this goes to here. Something on the walls? Nope. I don't know if I really want to talk to that Infernal by myself. Alright, this comes up over here. Why is there a chair and table there? That seems odd. Okay, this comes out here, though it doesn't go anywhere. This comes here. So, all we have left is the where the guards are. What the guards are guarding. Alright, let's save. This meat, probably to feed him with. Meat. Alright. There is an Infernal standing in the center of this enormous cavern, watched by a pair of nervous hands. The creature is not chained or held in any way. It is just standing here, smiling smugly. As you approach, it roars, "Another mortal pest to bother mighty Pynkkna. Another amusement. The Great One is bored. Yes, I am still here. Don't want me? Then you should not have brought me." The Great Pynkkna. Pynkkna. I don't know. So what are you doing here? You brought me here. Pests of Avadon found me in Kildaria. Used spells and chains to bring me here. You have lived to regret finding the Great One. So why were you captured in the first place? Some mage in Kildaria captured me. Was ordered by some bled lord. Griffin or something. Your hands came after I was bound. The traitor was killed. And how did we catch you? You didn't. The traitor made you killed bound me. Your lot brought me more for questioning. You learned nothing, but you still have me. Ha 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 ha. So what happened when we questioned you? Nothing. Your little spells cannot break my immortal mind. I will tell you nothing, ever. I will stay here, though. The Great One is amused by your struggles. You could just tell us what we want to know. I could, but I won't. I will do what makes you unhappy. I will torment you. You thought you could master the Great One. It's okay, so you're the Great One. You refuse to leave? I do. I have had no tribute, no worship. You have not begged for my mercy. I think I am owed. One day I will come to Avadon and her servants. I will eat their dreams. They will pay. They insulted a Great One. So you have said numerous times. I've been asked to drive you out of here. You are not the first. I will say what I told the others. I want 1,000 coins. I want respect. Then I will go. Well, I've got 1,000 coins. I'm not sure what to do. Go decide. The Great One is going nowhere. I am happy here. I am immortal. I have nothing but time. Okay, so he wants his 1,000 pieces of silver. So what if we tried to, I think I'll just kill you. Then I will consume you. I will have your strength. Then Avadon and her pets will pay. Okay, can I kill you on my own? Nope, not at all. I didn't think I could. But do I want to pay him? I don't know. I don't think I do. You know, he's not doing that much damage to me either, so... Am I ensnared? I am. I'm immobile. Well, right now I'm kind of holding my own with them, so... Which I'm kind of surprised about. Do I dare? Yep. Will he die or will he come back? Pynkkna has been destroyed. It collapses to the ground and begins to evaporate. Clouds of vile mist rise from its decomposing form. It's disgusting. Someone is going to have to hose the floor down. So is that what I was supposed to do? Kill it? I guess, because I did. Pennant of power. Oh, 2% to strength. Wow, I don't know if I want that. Strength is awesome, though. So that was in one of my quests, I believe, wasn't it? Dungeon cleanup. Avadon managed to capture an infernal. Yeah, so I need to talk to immortal. Alright, so I'm going to, because that could be any direction. It's right across the way from me. Oh, can I go out this way? I don't think I can. I think it was blocked off, wasn't it? Of course. So I'm going to go ahead and pause while I go over to immortal. Okay, so I got a little lost. Here we go. Pynkkna will trouble you no more. You tell immortal what you did. Excellent. A shipment of Whittling rebels first showed up. Oh, a shipment of Whittling rebels just showed up. We'll start moving them into the cave immediately. You fill out more forms. You get a pouch of coins and, oddly, a horseshoe. Immortal says, it looks like junk, but it has an enchantment. I think it's a suitable reward for the task. Alright, anything else I can do for you while I'm down here? Immortal smiles. Not unless you are looking for work as a bricklayer. I think all of the killing type work is done for now. So is he off of there? Spare in the dark. Oh, that's right. Okay, so he is off of there. Now I can find my way up to... And this is the horseshoe we had last time. It's a charm that works in the pack, 5% less time for abilities to recharge, and 5% to hostile effect resistance, which kind of is nice. I got all this stuff I need to take to me to character, but anyway. When and if I ever get there. So we're finally done with the dungeons, yay! Your head stands on end for a moment. It's a familiar sensation. You check the letter you got from Redbeard. It has changed again. Another instruction has appeared. The Avadon library has fresh intelligence on the movements of the Warborn. I need it. That is all. Again, an irritating lack of any extra information that would actually be helpful. So now I have to go to the library. Okay. And the library is like almost in the middle of all this, so... Okay. Yep, this is exactly where I figured I would end up at. It is huge. Huge! Alright, so we're gonna go around. Picking up. We got turrets everywhere. Okay. You have finally escaped the dark, dank tunnels of the Avadon dungeons. Your reward is this huge, dusty storeroom. There are piles of newly arrived equipment heaped everywhere. Tons of it. Food, wood, weapons. After months of being neglected in Camp Nightshade, patching your clothes and scavenging arrows is kind of stunning. You take it all in for a moment, awestruck. Surprisingly, there are no humans in sight. Instead, the goods are hauled around by enchanted stone constructs. Avadon is so wealthy now that their scut work is done by magic instead of mere humans. Interesting. Because they didn't even have that ability before. Well, obviously they just said that too. Well, I'm just going to take that, thank you very much. So we are going to go and kind of scout around. That's a lantern, which I knew it would be. Oh, that's a... The door is locked. You have 8. It takes 1. I suppose I should say, because that thing there means it's probably going to kill me. Is it worth it? What's here? Oh, okay. Okay, so I don't know if this was a bad thing or not. I mean, I wasn't supposed to steal anything, but I am. I mean, when you're a hand, this is what you do. So what was here that was so important? A composite bow. Can't equip this item. I need a better dexterity. Ooh, a howling lance. 32. It's not as good as what I have. I'm running out of room. Interesting. This large box is full of debris. It looks like the storeroom workers have spent years throwing anything broken, old, or weird in here. Rusty tools, equipment of obscure purpose, useless trinkets. You root through the mess. Like generations of optimistic hands before you, you are not rewarded. Okay. Well, you just never know. You're not rewarded. That one wasn't. I didn't have anything in it. Okay. Another door. Ooh, speed burst. Yes, could always use that. It's only 8. Is it worth... Well, hey, I can have that one. Alright, I'm going to take anything that says not your... I'm not going to take anything that says NY on it. Okay, so I've got this area. I know where this goes. This goes towards... Yeah, this goes towards the beginning. For the first time, you see the great entry hall of Avadon. You've been told about it, and it matches your expectations. It is truly impressive. Not because of marble and decorations, but because of the activity. Eyes and heavily armed hands walk in and out. Supplies are brought in by the ton. Reports are given. Plans are made. It's a show of power for anyone who visits. The eye of this hurricane is the woman standing in the middle of the hall. She tirelessly greets visitors, gives directions, and shouts orders. She is Hart Callan. She's been in every one of them. Trusted advisor to Redbeard and Protus, an unquestioned master of the day-to-day operation of the Black Fortress. And she notices you the moment you come into view. She waves you forward. Okay, sorry. I will... Oh, darn it. Well. A middle-aged woman crosses the courtyard back and forth, shouting orders to the soldiers and workers. As hands, and that is her, looks just like her. She looks maybe a little bit older, a little bit maybe angrier. As hands enter and leave, she grabs them and gives them extra jobs to do. She wears a well-worn bow over her shoulder, though you doubt she's used it in many years. The heart pattern on the shoulder of her armor shows her to have considerable authority. She inspects you as you approach. Ah, Redbeard's hand. Protus told me you'd be coming up from the dungeons. I am Hart Callan, honored advisor to Redbeard. I need to meet all new hands. Who are you? Okay. I am Sahara. I'm here for Redbeard's orders. I'm Sahara. I'm here by Redbeard's order. Well, that's true. I came here to train and restock. No. You make your response as polite as possible. Though you've never been to Avadon, all hands have heard of Hart Callan. She takes care of all the little details that keep Avadon running. She smiles at it. So, Redbeard is still out there. I can tell you work for him. I recognize the worried look. I think you have heard of me. I look after Avadon. It is what I do. I do what I need to prevent disruptions. I need to make sure you won't be one of those disruptions. I just need to collect a few things and go? Don't do as I see fit. I don't think so. I don't want any trouble. That said, you are here to collect items for a fugitive. You are already trouble. But that fugitive is Redbeard, who I served for many years. I owe it to him to not interfere. Now, you can continue with the work. Before you go, however, there is something you should do for me. Report. What would you like me to report to you? For many years, I have collected the initial reports from hands out in the field. I look for the traces of important events so I can alert the keeper. Don't be afraid. This is all in the service of the Pact. I want to know what you have been doing, and I want to know about the hands you work with. Oh, but he sent me here knowing I was going to help him. That's the whole thing. He sent me to Avadon. He knew I was going to be faced with these decisions. He knew I was going to have to help them, so... And Avadon does have a right to know what's going on out there. Whether by Redbeard's instigation, because obviously the Pact didn't do it. You're right, Avadon does need to know what we're doing. Redbeard chose you well. You know how important information is. You know what we need to know, how things are changing. I'd like to talk more about the hands who travel with me. Callan nods. She grabs a clipboard from a nearby table and starts to flip through. I think I know what hands wandered off to join Redbeard. I've met them all. I'd like to know their status for my records. Who would you like to talk about? I've been traveling with Kaleida. She flips through her pages until she finds a sheet with Kaleida written on the top. Ah, poor Kaleida. An unfortunate story. Yet she still serves. I didn't expect it. Has she gotten her rage under control, or does she still lust for justice? She is bitter about Avadon. I think she always will be. Callan makes a few notes on the sheet. I am sorry to hear it. I thought she might become loyal eventually, yet what was done to her? Callan shudders. I thank you for the knowledge, and so does Avadon. And Potan has been assigned to me. She flips through her pages until she finds a sheet with Potan written on the top. Ah, the sad case. Too many battles in the southeast, showing signs of unreliability, exhaustion, even grief. I sent him northwest and he landed with you. How is he doing? All of the killings have exhausted him, but he still serves well. Callan makes a few notes on the sheet. I am glad that he functions, yet damage of that sort can hide under the surface. Killing and facing death can extract a horrible cost. It is no crime. It is good news, but we must take care. Thank you. If you learn more, please let me know. Do you know Rudol? She flips through her pages until she finds a sheet with Rudol's written at the top. Yes, a promising young shaman. Those have grown rarer, which is why he was conscripted. Rudol comes from loyal territory. He is no rebel, though I'm not always sure how loyal he is to Avadon. Despite some doubts, he serves the pact completely. Callan makes a few notes on the sheet. His doubts are understandable. Many blame Redbeard for driving the Widowlim to revolt. At least he is still able to do his duty. Thank you for the knowledge, and so does Avadon. I have fought alongside Nathalie. She flips through her pages until she finds a sheet with Nathalie written at the top. There are a lot of notes. Callan looks them over and sighs. I'm amazed Redbeard took her. They have had a pained relationship. I've never met a young woman with a more relentless thirst for power and responsibility. Is she still a pain in everyone's side? Her ambition is turned entirely toward her duties. Callan makes a few notes on the sheet. Then she smiles and crosses them out. I don't believe you. Nathalie's greed for power might have calmed, but it will always be there. Sahara, you may not be a good judge of character. Don't worry about it. If you learn about a different hand, please let me know. Have you met Selena? She flips through her pages until she finds a sheet with Selena written at the top. Ah, the Tinker Mage. I could use many more of those. I only met her briefly. She was a conscript, and like most Tinker Mages, she was unhappy about it. She has many goals and fascinations, none of them helpful in the war. Has she settled into her work? She can be eccentric, but she works and fights hard. I trust her. Callan makes a few notes on the sheet. Most conscripts settle in eventually. They have no choice, of course. I'm glad for her. She seemed promising. I didn't know much about her, so your words are quite useful. Thank you. All right. Well, I'd like to report what we've been doing. Callan raises her pen with a flourish. Redbeard has hidden his activities well. We need to know what he is doing. Otherwise, we can't make our own plans. Anything you can tell me is valuable. We helped to subdue the Cimmerians. You tell the tale. Callan takes notes. So, the Cimmerians seem to be acting together, which was a worry. Then they fell apart again. Now we know that Redbeard was involved. You helped us out quite a bit there. Now we know that the Cimmerians are only a minor threat, and we only have to worry about the western expanses. Very useful, Sahara. Thank you. We calmed the corruption and brought the rebels to peace talks. Callan listens to the tale with fascination. We were perplexed. The rebels, super peace, and the corruption stopped expanding at the same time. We had no idea what happened. Now we do. This is a major victory for our side, and you were involved. Well done. I don't have anything else to report. Alright, let me know if that changes. I have nothing else to discuss. Okay, you are Heart of Avadon. I am not worthy of the honor, but yes, we hearts are the closest advisors to the keeper, or the acting keeper. Only the hearts are free to completely speak our minds. Only we can assign missions and steer Avadon when the keeper is gone. Did Protus make you a heart? Redbeard himself placed that level of trust in me. Then he was driven out, and Protus thought I was adequate to continue the task. Things could have been very awkward, but Protus saw my worth. Why did you choose to serve Protus? There is no choosing. I accepted the role of heart. It gives me duties. I carry them out, that is all. What do you think of Redbeard? Heart Callan shakes her head. I don't. I served him for many years. If he is ever keeper again, I will serve him again. I don't have opinions about Redbeard's abilities or health. I will leave that to you. I have my job to do. So tell me more about Protus. I've known Protus for many years. He was a heart, you know, before he was chosen as acting keeper. He is quiet and competent. He lacks Redbeard's unpredictable passions. He had less power. Now he has much more. I criticize him, as is my job. He takes it well. He is fine. Why weren't you chosen as acting keeper? I don't know, but I think the heavens... But I thank the heavens every day that I wasn't selected. And how was his power obtained? Hanbar's council gave it to him. I don't know what secret negotiations were involved. I don't know what favors he pulled in or what threats he issued. Happily, it's not my job to know. Well, in a way it is, because you're a heart. You're supposed to know everything, right? You criticize Protus? Of course, it is the job of a heart. I would advise you to not try it, though. Both Protus and Redbeard demand my loyalty. I sympathize with your difficult position. You work directly with Redbeard. By some reading of the law, Redbeard should be keeper, yet Protus is acting keeper, and all the power of the pact is behind him. I chose Protus as I had to. You will have to make your own choice. What do you think I should do? Decide for yourself. I won't discuss this further. It might interfere with my duty. What else do you need? Avadon is being restored. Kalen's smile is broad and genuine. Yes, after years of begging and scraping, years of watching and our defenses crumble, Hanbar's council is finally helping us to rebuild. There have been problems, of course, but I'm keeping the work moving along. Why was the fortress left to decay? Because Hanbar's council hated and feared Redbeard. If they had showed signs of what he saw as disloyalty, he was not afraid to hunt them down. They, the highest officials in the pact. They were starving Avadon until Redbeard was driven out. So why is it being rebuilt now? Potrus has agreed to submit to them. He swore to make Avadon a weapon they could wield against our enemies. Once he agreed to serve them, it was a natural decision. What you must decide is this. What is the best role of Avadon? All hands must decide for themselves. So what has been the biggest problem? Avadon has spent centuries digging out secret tunnels and playing host to mad wizards. Those two factors have allowed all sorts of madness to infect the low tunnels and disused towers. Do you need help with the reptiles? With the repairs? Harkellen smiles in a way that doesn't reassure you at all. But of course, I'm so glad you asked. You just walked through our main storeroom. I'm sure you noticed that a lot of the hauling there is done by constructs. Lately, the constructs have become erratic. We don't have a good tinker mage who can figure out why. Investigate and solve the problem. You will be paid well. So what are the constructs doing wrong? Ignoring orders, dropping things, taking crates to the wrong places. Lately they've been almost belligerent. It's a small problem now. My job is to fix small problems before they become big problems. And who makes the constructs? Tinker mages mainly, with much help from Kilidarian mages. Avadon currently has the newest, most reliable forms of constructs, all thanks to the generosity of Hanbar's council. It would be great if they worked. Any advice for what to do? Go to the storerooms, watch them, follow them around. With luck, you might see the moment when one of them malfunctions. Okay. Okay, nothing else to discuss. Then you're free to go about your business as long as you follow Avadon rules. We will not interfere. You walk away. When you look back, you see Harkellen staring off into space, a sad smile on her face. New quest, erratic constructs. Okay. Interesting. 2 dungeons, erratic constructs. Okay. Oh, we're at 35 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and close down this episode while we continue exploring the rest of the Black Fortress. Right now we're going to go out here into the front area. If you like this episode, click like, leave a comment. Thank you for watching. Sahara out.